Now we go out and about with Jiminy Glick.
Hello, I'm sitting here with an absolute magnificent star, and his name is Ben Stiller. Look at you.
Nice
Look
to
at
see you.
Nice to see you. Ah, yes, very familiar.
Thank you. That's a wonderful shirt you've got.
Thank you very much. My wife Dixie picked it out for
Dixie.
for a Hanukkah gift.
Really?
And we're Buddhists.
We're
So
really?
it gets very confusing.
That's got-
She
I-
was Baha'i.
Baha'i.
Yes,
Wonderful
for a
faith.
long time, and she was chanting for a while, and that's when I found her.
Mm.
You were a child of famous people.
Yes.
Just like Liza Minnelli and Lorna Lovegood, who don't speak. What do you think that's about?
You know, I don't know them, and I wouldn't want to try to even figure out what that dynamic is. I'd imagine growing up in a show business household, there's a lot of egos. And
There's egos,
there is,
and
yes.
there was ego in your
Yes.
home.
There is always ego.
There's
and
egos, and people are
But also
wonderful.
loving and touching and warmth and good
And
things,
there's wonderful.
too.
So you
Yes.
never had a falling out with your parents.
No. I mean, there was the normal child, you know, wanting to kind of separate himself, and I wanted to kind of find my own
I've heard
identity.
enough about that. I can't really keep going there. You were on SNL. Oh, I loved you. I loved your character. That's the ticket. That was wonderful. You were wonderful on that show.
That was John Lovitz. I wasn't really there for that long. I was only there for about 5 weeks.
You failed.
I left.
You were no good on
I
it.
couldn't figure out how to make it work for
Well,
me.
why didn't you just write some sketches and come up with some characters, slick the hair back and get a laugh? Was that too tricky for you?
I was young. I was inexperienced. I was trying to find my way.
And because you were Jerry Stiller's son, that carried a lot of weight on you.
There was a certain expectation, maybe.
And you weren't
know what?
delivering, because he used to be funny, and he would always get the laughs, and your mother and father are so gifted. So when you went out there, I would imagine, and just bombed and bored people so desperately, it made people feel like maybe you shouldn't hang around.
Well, you can't fail anonymously when you're the child of
Oh, I like that
celebrity.
quote. Can I use that? Can I use
You
that?
can use that,
Can
and it's a
you?
quote I've used before.
What was
but
it again? Because I can't remember.
You can't fail anonymously. You can't
fail
learn.
anonymously.
You know, we all start out, we're not really that great, and then we have to kind of figure out who we are. And we
Let me ask you something. There's so much I want to ask about. There's so much. Your father. Let's talk about Jerry Stiller. He's in the wonderful series Queer as Folk.
No.
No. What series is he in?
You're mistaken. He's on King of Queens.
Oh, that's what they're calling it now.
Yes.
And your mother is Anne Heche, and she's had the worst time of it, hasn't she? She's had this because she thought she was a lesbian.
No.
And then she thought she was a normal person. And then before you know it, she's talking to aliens. How weird is it to be the daughter of clearly someone who's that insane?
I couldn't tell you that because, unfortunately, you've got her mixed up. It's not Anne Heche. It's Anne Mira.
Anne Mira.
Right.
See, I like her better than Anne Heche.
Yes.
Well, no
Well,
wonder you've got all that DNA racing for you, all that comedic DNA that's got to be wonderful. Do you have demons, Ben Stiller?
I think we all have demons,
You have
Jiminy. I think we all do. I think we all have a dark side that we have to
A dark
that we have to
side.
keep in check on some level.
Michael Jackson had a dark side, and he dealt with it.
Well, what are your issues, Jim? If I can turn the tables for a second.
I don't
You
like-
come out here and you do this so well, and you relate to people so well, but people are interested to know what you're about and who the real Jiminy is when the cameras go off, and you sit down for 5 seconds in front of a TV set or a sun lamp or whatever it is you do to relax and unwind. And am I going into a place
No,
I
it's
shouldn't go?
just you got me off guard.
I'm sorry.
You're
Well,
very-
you know what? I'm
you're
just
very
saying
good.
that people are interested because they like you and they relate to you and they feel that they know you.
I have things I've chosen to hide for the years. I, for example, will never squash an ant.
Really?
I'll behead it. I'll take its head and cut it off.
Oh, my Lord.
Why do I do that?
I
It's just how big this big producer who's Zoolander and everyone's a big hit and everyone's supposed to kiss
I don't
your
know.
butt.
I don't
Why
know.
do I decapitate it?
I'm just trying to, on one level, of course, there's a question why you do it, and the other question is how you actually can do that, because that's
Well,
like
you need,
microsurgery.
no, you need tweezers.
Tweezers.
I often carry tweezers. Oh, I loved you in Something About Mary.
Oh, thank you.
Something About
Thank you.
Mary. And what was that in your hair? That was it guy goop?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Guy goop.
It was guy goop. It wasn't real guy goop.
It wasn't real.
Does that
because
disgust you? I don't want to.
No, it doesn't disgust me, but a lot of people have told me that it was real guy goop. Someone who worked on the show.
Really?
They said he used real guy goop.
Oh, that's disgusting.
But I
That's
was hoping that it wasn't real guy goop.
I can tell you it wasn't. It wasn't. Because it was hanging off the ear in the scene.
Well, guy goop can do that.
Have you had that experience?
I'm not going to go into details because I don't reveal. It's in my book, however. If you want
Okay.
to pick it up, it's on tape. tape.
I'd love to hear that story.
And when you got your little wiener caught in the zipper.
Yes.
That must have been something. Did you really do that,
No.
or was that another prop?
That was a prop.
Because it happened to me once.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
It was terrible. Liza Minnelli was opening in Victor Victoria, and I raced to the theater, and suddenly I bit my little wiener in there. And I just left it out because I didn't want to be late. Because, you know. And then next thing I know, Liz Smith comments on it.
Really?
Yes, she said it looked like a Shih Tzu. And a little wiener. And I thought that was cool. The press can be cruel.
I think that's their job. Their job is to stir it up. Just stir it up. You know, they need something to write about, right?
But it's not fair as a Ben Stiller.
No, it's not fair. But this is what we signed up for, isn't it? I mean, this is, you know, we knew we were going to get this when we went into show business.
I'm sorry you're losing me.
The press. The
No,
idea
I
that they're
brought
going to
up the
write
press,
about you.
dear.
If you want to do this, what we do for a living, to entertain people.
Yes.
And I really consider you as much an entertainer as anybody.
So far, I'm with you. It was when you kept talking after that.
Right.
It was just.
I'm just saying you can't not. You can't.
You can't what? Just finish the thought, dear.
Okay. Thank you. What I'm trying.
What is with the phlegm? We've covered
just
demons.
not gonna finish.
We've covered.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
No,
more?
forget it. No, there's
Oh,
no.
because you know what? Finally, there's only so much tape.
Okay.
I think that this has been so much fun.
This has been fun.
I want to say thank you. Thank you for being who you are. And thank. What does that smell like to you?
It smells fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh.
It doesn't. Not to me. This has been Jiminy Glick. I've been sitting with Ben
Stiller.
and he is really something, and he's on the rise. It's been fun. Thank you. Thank you.
It's okay to...
No, you can let go now. See, the touching is it's too needy.
Primetime Glick. We'll be back after